4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good morning, Misfits. Today is going to be a fucking interesting and fun show, I promise. And if you didn't see it already, what do we have? We had the starting soon. Let me see here. We had the starting soon caption because I needed to make coffee. I needed to make coffee, and I was like, oh shit. But if you guys see this moving forward, because somebody already asked in the chat, right? If you see the thumbnail, and let's say I add starting soon, that just means that the show is live, but I'm running a few minutes late. So for the future, in case you see that, because I know that you're so used to the countdown. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about this, because we're going to be covering. So if you've never seen the show before, or if you've never seen the Wednesday morning show where we don't have a guest, if I have a guest, we change things up. But the default placeholder, daily shows, right? It goes Tuesday, just the news, which we tried not to do social media. And then Mondays, which is maybe Mondays, right? It's like Cyber Mondays where we just go straight for social media. Wednesdays is Woke Wednesdays. That's today. And what I do is I pick two people, one on the woke left, one on the woke right, even though they're pretty similar. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I added some graphics to this week's episode where there are horseshoes behind them. I'll probably change that up because I don't like the way it looks, but you get the point. It's horseshoe theory. The woke right and the woke left are the same fucking thing. But I take these two people and I highlight them because what we have is a problem of woke, right? We don't have infighting on the right, right? We don't have infighting because these people are not in to fight with. They're disruptors, they're distractions. We do need to stop talking about them very, very soon because we're going to have to focus on the midterms. That's essential, right? This distraction is working. People like Candace Owens, Ian Carroll, it's working. The General Sean Farish was hilarious. But this time on Woke Wednesday, I try to find a commonality that I can highlight. By the way, also we have hate mail Thursdays tomorrow. That's so much fun. We're going to be reading a lot of hate mail. It's fucking crazy. And Friday, I haven't decided. What the name of it will be, but I think what we want to do is we want to do Fan Fridays where we have you guys call in. So I think Friday Fan Club or so. Yeah, Friday Fan Club. Ooh, write that down. Friday Fan Club. I like it. I downloaded the app that Sean recommended. I just have to figure out how to use it, where it'll be a fake number that you can call in. That way I'm not getting inundated with my haters. But today, the commonality is research, okay? We'll spend less time on Ian Carroll and more time on the guy on the left, and I'm not sure if you know who that is. That's Ryan Shead, and Ryan is in some shit. Ryan is in some very big shit. This motherfucker does not understand what he did. He does not understand the consequences that are going to come from it. But I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be good for Ryan. I guarantee it, right? And I know you guys love everything spoon-fed to you immediately because of your shit on social media. There's a lawsuit going on right now with me and Tate. It's been going on for months and months and months and months. I don't talk about the details of the lawsuit. I can still talk about Andrew Tate. Fuck Andrew Tate. He's on camera slapping around a 15-year-old girl. He admits to wanting to sleep with girls that are under the age of 18. In my mind, that's kind of like, pedophilia shit. But Ryan here, he called me a pedophile multiple times based off of Grok. Let me just make this very extremely fucking clear, okay? You can choose to believe me or not, Ryan, and anyone else. You can choose to believe me or not. I don't care if you believe me or not, okay? I have a very, very good network of lawyers. You know why? The Jews fucking love me. Right? They love me. They love me. That corner of the market, right? The lawyer market, that's Jew territory, right? And they fucking love me. So if I make a post, hey, anybody want to help me out with a legal problem? I get help. I don't know if I'm going to have to crowdfund. I don't think I will. But it would be very prudent for you to make a retraction and an apology. Feel free to watch until the end of the video before you do, right? This episode will cover why you're fucked. But you're fucked. Okay. And if you guys read the description of the show, I think that we need to do this, right? This isn't a free speech thing, okay? This is a bunch of rogue retards saying whatever they want and not having any guardrails in place because they're not journalists. They're not doing ethical reporting where they're doing actual real research and just, putting it out there because they want you to have the most information so you can make an informed decision and be an educated electorate. No. They just want fucking clicks. Or they have some type of derangement syndrome where they're just doing it because they do it. They have the highest level of cognitive dissonance and denial. We see this with Candace Owens every fucking day. Yesterday, she said that the military killed Charlie Kirk, and her evidence that she presented was some guy who said he was in the military emailed me about a meeting that might have happened, and he didn't even have consistency in his military ranking, what have you. Okay? This shit needs to stop. And I think the only way it's going to stop is with lawsuits. Because they do have free speech. That's a fact. I'm a free speech absolutist. I do not think they should be silenced, censored, kicked off the internet. I don't think they should be fired. I think they should be sued by people like me, right? I'm the one being defamed. Erica Kirk is being defamed. TPUSA is being defamed. These people need to be fucking sued civilly. It's not a violation of your First Amendment. That's why we have defamation, libel, slander. That's why we have this shit. No cops should show up to your house because you called me a pedophile. Absolutely not. I should just be able to own your fucking house. So, Ryan especially, I know he's blocked. You can still view my posts if you're blocked, and we'll get to that. But you in particular, you're fucked. Right? I get called a pedophile because of this whole Grok shit, and we'll go over why he's calling me a pedophile or child possession. Yeah, pedophile. Somebody who was arrested for child pornography. We'll get to all that, right? But without even knowing all of the information yet, which we will cover, take my word for it before we dive in. Ryan Shead in particular fucked. Absolutely fucked. And the confidence I know he's going to exhibit after this, where he's like, okay, fucking sue me. Okay, I'm telling you right now, this is an official cease and desist, right? I'm telling you to stop posting the defamatory statements about me. I'm telling you to make a retraction and an apology. And even then, I'm still going to sue you. But you should do it anyway, because it will just look better for you, right? You do that, right? And if your clapback is going to be, right? Okay. Just wait. You guys haven't even seen who my fucking lawyers are yet. You won't like it. So let's get into it, okay? Let's go through, should we do Ryan first, or should we do Ian Carroll? I think we should do Ian Carroll first and get him out of the way. You guys tell me in the chat. I'll give you, before you answer in the chat, I'll give you the quick rundown, right, of each individual case. You already know the Ryan thing, right? He's accusing me of being a pedophile. Okay. But Ian Carroll's is also kind of funny. Seeing a lot. Ian Carroll is making the claim that one of the core pieces of evidence that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and this is some big cover-up, is that there was no exit wound on Charlie Kirk's body, right? And he is getting dragged by the gun community, myself included. So, would you like to go into this one first, chat? Would you like to go into Ian Carroll, or would you like to dive into the longer story of Ryan Shead? Which one do we want to do first? Do we want to do woke left or woke right first? I'll give you a few seconds. If not, we'll jump into Ian Carroll. If I don't see, okay, we should be able to do polls in the chat. And by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube or X, you're not gonna be okay. Ian, we have 1 vote for Ian, 2 votes for Ian. Okay, let's get into Ian, and then we'll dive into Ryan. And I know this show is the daily breakdown, so we will do the news stories and the headlines. We're just gonna do them after. I'm in a mood, and I want to get these particular things out of the way. Okay, so Ian Carroll. And by the way, right, this is a recurring problem. This whole, like Candace, Ian, they're just like, oh, well, I'm going to drop all of this evidence and then come watch my show, right? So a lot of people think it's solely just a grift to get people over to their show. Partially, I think they believe it. I don't think Nick Fuentes believes a fucking word he's saying, right? Well, some of it, but you understand what I mean. I think that Nick is a true grifter, right? Who's not, like, I think that the real Nick Fuentes is like the Fuentes you saw on Steven Crowder, right? Where Steven Crowder was respectful enough to him, where Nick's defenses were lowered and he wasn't trolling or being sensational. I think that that's the real Nick Fuentes. And that's bad enough, by the way. But the sensationalism of Candace Owens and Ian Carroll, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I don't think there's that much of it. I think that they're actually believers of their own lies. I think that they actually believe what they're saying. And I think that's the difference between Nick Carroll and Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens and Ian Carroll, right? Even Nick is like, yeah, you fucking conspiracy theorists. I'm not defending Nick Carroll. He's a little cunt, right? But even he's like, come on, guys. That's a little crazy. And the reason that Nick is saying shit like beefing with Ian Carroll is because Nick's actually not crazy. Nick's smart, right? He's retarded and smart. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but it doesn't, right? I know a kid that could fucking fix computers, fix cars. He's just like a super genius. He's also fucking retarded. Thinks he can move shit with his mind, right? You can be smart and retarded at the same time. It's rare. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's get back to Ian. Okay, so Let's go to my profile to find this account because I reposted them. This guy, Phoenix Ammunition. Phoenix Ammunition is destroying Ian. And let's see a couple of posts. Let's see. It was just last. Here we go. Okay. So Ian says it's a 1,000-yard gun. That's not a term in the gun community, by the way. I knew what he meant. It's a gun that shoots 1,000 yards. Phoenix Ammunition. It's a 1,000-yard gun. This is an example of a non-gun guy saying some shit he heard a gun guy say and thinking it adds any value to the conversation. It's embarrassing. Lots of guns can shoot 1,000 yards. What added value does this provide to the discussion? Are you saying a gun capable of killing someone at 1,000 yards is guaranteed to produce an exit wound in every circumstance at a distance of 120 to 140 yards, regardless of the bullet's weight, construction, angle of entry, and regardless of what it hits as it enters? What is your statement exactly? You hung out in the woods with a former Green Beret for a couple hours and you think you suddenly have value to add. And he's not done. He goes after Ian in a few different posts. Loss of penetrating power, exactly. At what distance do you start losing penetrating power? I'm a gun guy. I would consider myself an expert on this. Ian is not an expert. Ian is a fucking moron. Okay, this is the most important post, and then I'm gonna jump to Ian's comments, and I'm gonna show my reply. This is very important because Ian, Candace, and all these other people, they talk about, quote, research, right? So the claim is that a 30-06, right, will always produce an exit wound and bone would never stop it and Charlie's head would have popped clean off because, you know, I saw a guy on YouTube shoot ballistics gel. Okay, Phoenix gives a reasonable breakdown here. Unless you have a human body out there, right, and you repeat the test a few dozen times at minimum, you have produced exactly 0 scientific data to either prove or disprove what happened that day. For every story you have from a hunter with an exit wound, I would have one who has the opposite story, myself included, by the way. You guys don't understand how much variability is involved in a shooting. You retards think CSI Miami shows up and sticks 6 laser pointers in the holes, digs the bullet out of a brick wall and matches up the pieces to reverse engineer a fingerprint off the bullet. Maybe you should get Gil Grissom in here. And there's one more that Phoenix posted where he was talking about all the different tests. Here we go. Show us your calculations of the amount of force required to break a human bone. And then show us your calculations for the amount of energy at an impact of a 30-06 projectile of an unknown weight and velocity. Then show us the diagram depicting the angle of the projectile, both pitch and yaw, as it contacted the first vertebrae relative to the alignment of the collagen fibers in the human vertebrae. Then show us an autopsy photo detailing how many vertebrae were hit, the exact directional path of the bullet. Then show us the condition of the projectile and a photo showing where it came to rest in his body. You can't possibly reproduce an event without having access to all of that information. You don't have any of it, neither does Candace or any of the other idiots coming up with tests attempting to recreate any of these events. Simple as that. You and Candace prey upon the ignorance of the general public and little else. Now, let's okay, this is a different post. Let's go back to 1,000-yard comment because it's under a post where Ian, here we go. This is Candace Owens reacting to a ballistics test with ballistics gel.
Well, we definitely penetrated our water jugs.
Now I'll explain to you why this is retarded.
I don't think this is going to help to stop the conspiracy theories.
First of all, pause. I don't think this is going to help to stop the conspiracy theories, meaning this guy is biased, meaning that he's doing this test as a conspiracy theorist, right? If you haven't a quote gun guy, expert, what have you, right, who appears to already have some sort of predetermined notion, you can recreate a situation where you probably make it look worse than it is. You intentionally distort the facts, and one of those facts is
His head fell off.
okay. Let's see if we can pause that right at the moment. There we go. Come on. Perfect. This looks really bad, guys. Wow. Do you see that? Like, his head fell off. Oh my God. It's like, clearly Charlie Kirk wasn't shot with a 30-06 round. Well, if Charlie Kirk's body was made of ballistics gel and plastic, yeah. It's not. No. It's made with, muscle tissue, skin, and human bone, right? Blood, filled with a lot of blood. This dummy is not filled with blood, muscle, and bone. It's literally just silicone and plastic. It's a fake. It's a dummy. It's a fake thing. All right.
Look at that. I mean,
oh, look at that. Yeah, look at you fucking moron. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at what happened here. I can't. If that didn't happen to Charlie Kirk, then that's all the evidence you need. You fucking idiot. You saw where the Green Beret Valhalla shot clean through 3/8-inch steel, shot through cow femurs wrapped thickly in meat. What? Cow femurs wrapped thickly in meat, or where Chris Martinson did 38 tests on pork shoulders. Okay, were these animals live? No. Right? You can shoot through meat, right? Muscle doesn't tense up, not filled with blood. And this argument of shooting through a steel plate, okay? I don't know if you guys understand how bullets work, but here's the deal, right? Let's say this is a steel plate, okay? Bullet goes through. It only has 3/8 inch of energy to get through to the other side. 3/8, okay? 3/8 of energy. A fucking Full Metal Jacket will go through a steel plate, okay? When a Full Metal Jacket hits tissue and body, it'll go through, and it'll sometimes, right, if it hits anything solid, collarbone, vertebrae, what have you, fucking bounce around. It'll literally just bounce around. Like it's like jumping through water. Do you understand that when a human body, right, jumps off a cliff and jumps through water, it immediately slows down, even though it's going super duper fast? It's physics. Now, a soft point or hollow point, right? Let me draw a diagram for you guys, so you, because I don't assume everybody that follows me understands guns. Okay. Okay. All right. Clear enough, right? This looks kind of like a dick. Full Metal Jacket means that the entire jacket, right, casing, the copper or brass around the inner bullet, right, it's completely wrapped. Full metal jacket, right? It's like a jacket for the bullet. The bullet's inside. Hollow point, right, or soft point, the tip is made of lead, which means that the jacket will expand like literally like a parachute. It's the exact same concept as a parachute. Jump out of a plane, open the parachute, and it goes phew, right? So shooting a steel block doesn't prove shit, because it's only going through 3/8 of an inch of shit, right? That would be like, oh my God, that guy opened his parachute literally right above ground and died, but he still opened a parachute. Yeah. The parachute, didn't have enough time to slow that motherfucker down, right? And a full metal jacket is no parachute, right? And I would say that we can assume, or not assume, I would say that it's more than likely that Tyler Robinson used a soft point. Why, Zach? Why did Tyler Robinson use a soft point? Why would you say that? Because like 90% of 30-06 rounds are sold in soft point. You know why? Because like the vast majority of people that use a 30-06 are hunters, and hunters want to use soft points. Very rarely, unless it's a hog, right? If it's a hog, nobody uses full metal jackets for hunting because they're so unpredictable in the human body, right? Let's look at my reply here because I can prove that. Yeah, here we go. This is a this is a 6.5 Creedmoor round that I pulled directly out of the spine of a hog, right? The hog was facing me, facing front. Okay, so I shot it through the neck. It went into the spine and just lodged in there, right? The bullet's not even that deformed. This is a full metal jacket, right? I wouldn't shoot a deer with one of these, but I will shoot the fuck out of a hog with one of them. All right. So this bodies don't explode, pop off. This isn't evidence. This is confirmation bias. This is one test, and we don't have anything else to compare it with, right? I'm not going to shoot a dozen hogs in the neck on purpose to try to recreate this. But like Felix Ammunition said, unless you had a human body with the actual angle and trajectory, you couldn't recreate it anyway. So you just have to use common sense, critical thinking, and know about ballistics. The point I'm making, right? The overarching point is this guy is a fucking retard who does not do research. And let's go one step further, because today he comes out and he says, I'm seeing an awful lot of experts suddenly popping up to say Charlie's neck stopped a 30-06. Clearly I struck a nerve and they think you're retarded. I eagerly wait them posting the videos of the tests they've run to evidence their expert opinions. I'm sure it won't be hard. Okay, here's my reply. Here's the evidence, you cunt. With stats and tests and everything. Yeah, we'll skip over all this shit. 30-06 is a big, powerful round, massive exit wound. I just shot a deer a few weeks ago. 2 actually. I've shot 2. Am I on my 3rd? I think I have 3. Yeah. I've only taken out 2. I'm gonna go this weekend again. And I hope I have an exit wound every time. I do not want to recreate that situation on something I'm going to eat, right? I go for lungs and heart. It's right through the very thin ribs. The exit wound on a 30-06 a couple weeks ago was about the size of a quarter. I posted the photo. An entry wound was exactly the size of the actual bullet. I use PowerPoints. I use very expensive ammo. Soft points, by the way. Anyway, bullets do not behave like they do in Hollywood. The path a bullet takes, whether it exits, depends on dozens of variables. Ah, look at this. This is an actual expert giving actual evidence and expert opinion that Ian Carroll asked for. Full metal jacket may pass through cleanly with a small entry, small exit. Soft point may expand violently and leave a massive wound. Not always, by the way, because like I said, I just used one. Exit wound was the size of a quarter. A hollow point may fragment and lodge internally. So, by the way, let me explain one final difference between hollow point and soft point, right? Similar, not the same. So, soft point, let's give it a little bit more detail. Hollow point has generally, okay, so soft point, right? It's still designed to go through. It's also designed to open, right? A hollow point, though, a hollow point actually has like a divot where it expands even more. And what they'll often do is they'll put these relief cuts around the jacket, around the metal jacket. So it opens, it literally just it kind of like blows up, right? So you have soft point, which is 90% of the rounds that a 30-06 person would be able to buy. Like if you go to Walmart right now, you're not going to see many boxes of full metal jacket, and you're probably not going to see any hollow points. You'll see a ton of soft points because the vast majority of people that buy 30-06 rounds are hunters. They go to the range with their hunting rounds because they want accuracy. It's not a full metal jacket round normally. They do have them. So it's still possible that Charlie Kirk was shot with a full metal jacket. Most likely soft point. But hollow points, they blow up like there's nothing to examine because they're just everywhere. And Charlie Kirk might have been shot with a hollow point. If he was shot with like a straight up hollow point, I'm not sure that they call them hollow points in 30-06 rounds. But if he was shot with a hollow point, there probably wouldn't be an exit wound. Charlie Kirk was 6'5". He's a very big guy. The bullet came at a downward trajectory, right? It hit fast twitch muscles, right? Neck is very fast twitch. It's very solid. It's not like getting hit in your your fucking love handles where it's very soft. It's not like getting hit in your ribs where it's very soft, right? He got hit in a tough part of the body. He's 6'5". His spine is probably very dense. But anyways, hit soft tissue, higher chance of exit. Hit dense bone, collarbone, clavicle, shoulder blade, scapula. Bullet can fragment, tumble, or stop entirely. Angle of impact, distance and velocity. And here are the studies. Case studies that kill the myth. This isn't a theory. We have documented cases, real medical and forensic reports that prove no exit wound happens even with high-powered rifles, and they leave out one of the most well-known ones. This would have been a better one to put in right here. But anyway, I'll tell you in a minute, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, I didn't know that," or maybe you did. But Uganda, shot in the face, bullet lodged in her neck, CT confirmed, no exit wound. U.S. pediatric case, rifle cartridge lodged in the abdomen. Retained until surgery, no exit wound. Large review of gunshot wounds show retained bullets are common. Fragmentation, bone strikes, and tissue. Thoraco-abdominal case. Bullet traversed the chest and abdomen, but bullet remained lodged. Exit wound fallacy exposed. They assume caliber dictates outcome. It doesn't, etc., etc., etc. So I think we've proven our point. We don't have to read through the rest of this. Left out one major, well-known case where there was no exit wound, where it was an assassination, and guess what? Where the assassin used a 30-06. Does anybody know what it is in the chat? What case study do we have of a very high-profile assassination in America where the assassin used a 30-06, the same exact gun, used against Charlie Kirk, and there was no exit wound? Are you ready? Martin Luther King Jr. That's right. MLK was shot with a high-powered 30-06 rifle, And Martin Luther King's bones stopped that bullet from leaving his body. So any person that says, "Oh, well, what the fuck? This Charlie's head would have been shot clean off," just say, "How did Martin Luther King die?" I already did share it with fucking Carroll. Somebody in the chat's like, "Share that with Ian." I already did. Guess think I forgot that part? No, of course. Of course I shared it with him. He doesn't care because these people don't care about facts. They don't actually care. I wrote it right here. Martin Luther King was also shot with a 30-06, and guess what? No exit wound. Go back to delivering pizzas, you cunt. So this brings me to an overall point, right? Where, like, Candace Owens, Ian Carroll, this is, fucking, this is another Phoenix ammunition plot. You saw where a Green Beret shot clean through 3HCL. This is the one we talked about. In other words, they replicated exactly none of what happened that day, which is the entire premise of my presentation. Exactly. It's getting to a point, right, where what's worse? Honest question, by the way. The mainstream media lying by omission, mostly, right? Leaving out facts, definitely being shady, right? Definitely pushing propaganda, but mostly through omission. And the reason why mainstream media, right? I'm talking CNN, MSNBC, and what have you. The reason they mostly lie by omission is because even though there are not a lot of like great options to combat their lies, right? There are options, right? Trump sued MSNBC. James O'Keefe has been in many lawsuits with mainstream media over their lies, right? You can sue them. They also have an obligation to stay close to the truth, right? Because they don't want their reputation ruined because their reputation is based off of ratings, right? So while they're not great, this is not a defense of mainstream media. What if they were being rewarded for lying, right? And I'm sure they were. I know what you're about to say. Like, they are. Not the same. What if they were the number one news network for not lie by omission, just lie. Just, this happened. There's no evidence. This is all just feelings and theories, right? What if they were just lying? Not lying by omission, lying. And what if they became the number one news network? Do you think this country would be better or worse? Do you think because the most important part of a political system is an informed electorate, okay? That is the most important part. Like, an uninformed electorate, so the people that vote, not being properly informed is the most dangerous thing to a nation, because you're going to literally put people into power based off of what? Right? It's not information, right? You're not getting information, you're getting lies, you're getting propaganda. So why do you think the Democrats go after fucking stupid people? I'm not trying to be insulting, but they do. They go after their target audience is young, dumb college kids. Their target audience is low income, poverty stricken people. It's because they're dumb. Right? If you don't want to be called dumb, if you're in that category, right? Get smart. Change your demographics. I'm not fucking here to hold your fucking hand, right? It's a fact that, low income and poverty stricken neighborhoods and areas, they have school districts with a very low education rate, right? That's just a fact. Oh, sorry. So again, right? what if mainstream media, where most people do get their news, what if they were literally just rewarded for lying? Then we would have a fucking uninformed electorate who's voting solely based off of propaganda. For instance, Hamas in Palestine, I don't think they have a really, I wouldn't say they're super focused on the Palestinians' education about geopolitics, right? Why do you think a lot of these places that have authoritarian regimes, they try to control the education system, right? Why do you think the Democrats are so into federalizing the education system, whereas Trump is talking about getting rid of the Department of Education, right? Since the Department of Education was created, I think it was under Jimmy Carter, our education system has tanked because they want dumb people, right? They want dumb people. Dumb people are way easier to control. So who is Ian Carroll and Candace Owens' target audience? The fucking retards, right? They're dumb. They're absolutely fucking dumb, right? Candace Owens literally just yesterday. Here, let's go find this. It's so funny. It's like so funny because Candace Owens said yesterday she was going to be dropping proof that the U.S. military killed Charlie Kirk, and I want to specifically show you her followers, right? Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable, guys. Hold on.
Has to be the truth. It's so detailed. We fact checked.
Hold on. Wait. We missed the first part. Listen to what she says so carefully, right? Because it really is this hilarious.
Okay, so the story I'm about to tell you guys today is so unbelievable that you know it has to be the truth. It's so...
What? This story is so unbelievable that you know it has to be true. She's now at a point where she's saying you should believe things that are not even likely. They're unbelievable. They're Occam's razor. Just fuck it. Get rid of that thing, right? Far too logical.
Detailed. We fact checked everything that we could.
Fact checked everything we could. We fact checked everything we could. In essence, she's saying, if we couldn't fact check it, we didn't. So if 100% of the story is unfact checkable, we're going to report on it anyway.
And it has to be a God thing. It's the only way that this could have landed in my...
It has to be a God thing. Using your faith as God got that guy to send you an email.
Lap from the person that it came from.
The person, right? There's no this is not. Here's how. All right, let me explain this to you, all right? Because Candace is let me see here. The person. Hold on. Yeah, is there anyone Candace Owens? Okay, here we go. This is what we're talking about, okay? So the person is somebody in the military emailed Candace Owens something. And they're referred to as the person because she's not telling you who the person is. So this is not like, oh my God, guys, a fucking 5-star general. 5-star General Wesley Clark, right? A 5-star general or a high-ranking military official. And here's his name because he's going to go on the record because he's confident that what he's telling me is the truth. That's not what's going on here. No, it's the person. An anonymous source is what you're saying, right? But anyway, I wanted to show you her followers because what we talked about earlier is the Ian Carroll's followers, Candace Owens' followers. They're dumb. They're just looking for dumb people, right? They're looking for the dumbest of the dumb people. I'm not going to watch this, but I'm going to preemptively say, without hearing her argument at all, the military did not kill Charlie Kirk, right? And I want to say, she's live right now dropping proof the U.S. military killed Charlie Kirk, right? This is her follower. She did not say this. This could be a bot. Let's find out. Join 2023, 5,000 posts, 250 followers. Yeah, I mean, okay. Nope, this is a real person. This is a real dumb person. This is a real human being who's dumb. Right? We know all about the bots. We'll get into that, by the way, in a little bit. This is a real human being. Somebody with a brain, doesn't work very well, fingers, typing on the internet. It's not some Pakistani bot farm. It's not a computer. Somebody's name isn't on a whiteboard. This is a human being. He goes, she did not say this. Charlie Kirk was assassinated and our military was involved. I can't wait to share this information with you guys today. Yeah, she did. She literally did say this. And by the way, called it. She didn't drop any proof. Everyone knew that. Everyone knew that was going to happen. She was not going to drop any proof. It's a grift. But again, like I was saying earlier, it might be a grift, and she might also believe what she's saying. There's a heavy level of fucking confirmation bias reporting going on. They will only report on what they want to be true. It's very similar to MSM, except they take it a step further and they add in blatant lies. Okay? So I think that covers the woke right portion of today's show. Okay? Like, so once again, just quick reminder, okay? What we do on Woke Wednesdays is we go woke left and woke right, or woke right and woke left. The woke right was the Ian Carroll. We also covered Candace Owens to verify the Ian Carroll strategy, but I think we successfully woked Ian Carroll. Now let's go to Ryan. This one's going to be fun. Okay. Again, just in case you missed it, Ryan Shead. If I were you, I would probably right now be thinking about how you're going to form such a massive apology to me, right? Like it's going to need to be so fucking good. Where I'm still, no matter what happens, I'm pursuing legal action. But it would be entered into some type of court case that will happen down the road. All right? And maybe that will help you with the judge. Because it will show that very early on you showed contrition. You were like, fuck, I believed it. So I posted it. But no, you've been informed several times that it's fake and you continue to post it, which this is called actual malice. All right? That's what that's called. I saw a couple more posts today. By the way, I didn't see those ones before. We're going to go look at them. And my lawyers are meeting today. Later this afternoon. I took those posts and I sent them so they have them for that meeting that they're having, allegedly. But maybe I don't have a lawyer. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm just making this all up for clicks and clout. Even though I don't do sponsors, I don't make a lot of money off of this. The only revenue that I make off the internet is my feed, like whatever the X payout is. People want to subscribe to me, they can, but I don't beg for money. I don't ask for money. I haven't even put up a legal fund for the lawsuit yet. I don't know if I'll have to. A grifter would have done that day one. A grifter would have said, guys, I have this accusation coming from one of the most popular AI apps, and people are resharing it either intentionally or unintentionally. I believe Ryan's sharing it intentionally, knowing it's false. I need $100,000. That's what a grifter would have done, right? The fact that I haven't done that yet kind of proves I'm not a grifter, because I really don't want to ask anybody for money. I don't want to do it. The only way I would ever do it is if it was the only option. And it might have to be, but I think based on the conversations I'm having, I think contingency might work. I think maybe I can handle this myself. I don't know. Maybe. Stay tuned for that, though. Okay. Let's take a trip over to Ryan's page. Now, I had to block him because he's fucking crazy. It was getting creepy, right? Like, I can tell when people are really fucking like hardcore obsessed, and I usually block them when I see that, because if I don't, then it's like I'm participating in your own fucking mental illness, and I don't want to do that. The only reason we're talking about you on the show today is because I need to do this. I need to clear my name, all right? The only way I'm going to be able to fully clear it is with legal action, but I need to at least debunk your bullshit, all right? I have to clap back at it. But let's see here. Loading. Come on, let's load. There, let's refresh. Oh, don't be a cunt. What's going on right now? What's up with this? Give it a minute. If it doesn't pop up, I will I'll try the app. Yeah, this is all right. TPH, you have a great day. TPH in the chat is saying that they got to bounce. Okay. Something went wrong. That's all right. We'll jump over to the here we go. Well, his replies are open. So let's see if we can find anything under the replies. Okay, here he is. Misfit Patriot. Oh my god, this fucking guy is so obsessed. They keep on posting. The amount of people that try to clout chase off my name is actually kind of funny. But let's find the real shit, because a lot of the things he did was in the replies. Okay. There I am again. You know what? Before we get to that, we just had the alarm go off for the 8 o'clock hour. Let's go here. All right. We'll get to Ryan in a minute. But the first hour is free. Well, actually, the whole show's free. First hour is streamed on YouTube, X, and Rumble. We hit our premium content goal yesterday, so we don't have to do premium content for the rest of the month, right? The Rumble Creator Program, which we just signed up for. I just signed up for. I do that with my work too. I work alone and I say we. I just signed up for it. I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see how it works. And one of the requirements is you have to do 5 hours of premium content. We nailed that in a week. So what I'm hoping to do is every month we bang out 5 hours of premium content, so you don't need to do the fucking premium membership, right? However, if you did want to do the premium membership, here's a QR code that you can use. And I wanted to add the one, this is for Rumble Premium and Perplexity. And I wanted to add in the Perplexity because I'm going to show you a contrast between Grok and Perplexity very soon. But here we go. This is the ad for this. Looking for smarter ways to browse and enjoy your favorite content without ads? Get the Perplexity Pro bundle with Rumble Premium for just $19.99 a month when you sign up before December 31st, normally a $29.99 value. With Rumble Premium, you'll get an ad-free viewing experience across all your devices and access to exclusive and premium content, no interruptions, just the videos and streams you love, anywhere, anytime. Plus, Perplexity Pro boosts your productivity with unlimited research, unlimited uploads, exclusive member perks, and access to the latest and most advanced AI models for faster, smarter answers every day. Save over 30% with this powerful bundle. Head to rumble.com/premium before December 31st to sign up and unlock your premium experience. That whoever wrote that fucking ad, the Perplexity you're an asshole. It's a tongue twister. All right. And we don't have to do the ad reads, but because I do want to let everybody know that if you do sign up for Rumble Premium, and we do have to do premium content, you'll get to watch the whole show. And I wanted to throw in the Perplexity because I'm going to show you a contrast between Perplexity, which is the Rumble partner. I'm not sure exactly who owns Perplexity, but Perplexity had a very different tone than Grok. And when we're talking about, you know, the actual malice and the defamation and the libel and what have you, I think that what's going to happen with AI is people are going to start suing AI for lying about them because of how it's worded. A human being programmed AI, okay? Grok AI said definitively that I was arrested for child porn. Definitively. Added fake case numbers. Then corrected itself. It said, oh, I was mistaken. Then came back and said, no, I actually wasn't mistaken at all. Which is it? And I'm going to show you the evidence that we have. And it's fucking, if there are any lawyers in here, right? If there are any lawyers in here, I think that by the end of this little segment, you're going to go, and I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. This is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I haven't even heard back from my lawyers about any details, really, right? They're going to have a meeting, or people are going to have meetings. I got more than one. I haven't signed any contracts yet. This isn't attorney-client privilege. I've just been talking to different lawyers. However, I already have lawyers for the Andrew Tate thing. So, and I'm not going to say more than that because I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I'm not supposed to say. But that's as far as I'll go. My point is, don't fuck with me. Okay. But I forgot where I was. But anyway, long story short, Grok lied about me being a fucking pedophile, right? And I think that's what I was saying. I think the only way that this stops is if people start suing these companies, because this can get me killed. I'm not being sensationalist. I'm not like, virtue signaling. I'm not doing a fake outrage. It literally can get me killed. Like, it can fucking get me killed. Like, if somebody really thinks I'm engaging in child porn, or my address has been doxxed so many times, right? I'm super easy to find. And guys, it's your fucking funeral. I'm ready to go. Honestly, like, even if you win, I'm fine with it, right? I don't want to die at all. Love life, but I'm just ready. Like, I value my TV over your life. If you tried to come to my home and harm me, rob me, anything, if I am in fear for my life, your life is over. Are you willing to say the same? Because I promise I'm telling the truth. Think about that. But also, by the way, I didn't get arrested for child pornography. It's completely made up. And let's prove it. Okay, so Ryan, let's get to this post first to show how fucked Ryan is. This dude's fucking obsessed, by the way. Okay, it's not under your replies. Are your posts live yet? Your posts are not live yet. Okie dokie. Let's go to my page. We'll show the one. Oh, you know what? I know where we're gonna find it. Haha. Okay, so look at all these people that keep calling me a pedophile, by the way. It's a very, very long list. It does not stop. It'll keep going. I mean, the ones that you see here, oh, this guy's a pedophile, right? They're just recycling the old fake story, but a lot of people are doing this, right? But a lot of them are anonymous. The vast majority of them are anonymous, okay? Many, many, many anonymous. However, where's Ryan? Because I did just bookmark. And yeah, this can definitely get me fucking killed. Oh, this post is unavailable. Did somebody delete it? Ah, here we go. Perfect. Okay. Why do you support... Now, this one's a question, to be very clear. This one is a question, okay? But he makes several accusations, and I'm not sure why they're not popping up. We'll get there. Don't worry. Don't worry, baby birds. Okay. This is somebody who does not like me, not a fan, but at least is being honest, right? Saying that, no, this is actually not true. All right, now I don't know why Ryan's posts are not popping up. Maybe X is being gay. All right, I'm gonna have to do a quick little pivot here. I'm gonna go to the app. We don't get audio on the app, so that's why we try not to use the app. And where is the search function on this fucker, by the way? Where's the search function? The fuck? What in the hell? Sorry, give me a sec, guys. I don't like it when I don't have the uh-oh, an unknown error occurred. Why is there no search function on here for fucking... Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Pages aren't loading right now. Is X crashing? Is that what's happening? Maybe X is just crashing again because it fucking does that. All right, well, fuck it. Let's no. No. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. If he doesn't pop up, we will pivot to something else. Yeah, still not popping up. All right, one more go. See if we can find his comments. Misfit Patriot, I hope this guy's under your lawsuit list. Yeah. 100% he is. Oh wait, I think no. Did he block me? Is that why I can't see his shit now? I'm probably blocked too, but I think you can still see people's posts when you're blocked. Anyway, this is strange. Regardless, he made several assertions. Oh, did I screenshot them? That might help. No. Bookmarked them. Didn't fucking screenshot them. Did I forget to bookmark them? That's so strange, because I swear to God I did that this morning, and now they're gone. He must have deleted them. I think he deleted them. Fucker. Well, you can run, but you can't hide. All right. Yeah, you see when I click on that, it doesn't pop up. When I click on this guy's posts, they don't pop up. I can't view what he's fucking saying. I thought that when somebody blocks you, you can still view their shit. Okay, here we go. All right. I think I finally got it. Please sue me for stating the truth. Got it. That's bookmarked. The older millennial wants the same. Okay, finally. And I did bookmark it. I don't know why the fuck that did not work. Okay, so let's see here. I think I can find it now. I'm sorry for this long drawn out thing, but it was just bugging me. Okay, so it will be the bookmark for the older millennial. I don't know why it's coming up on my phone and it's not coming up on here. That's so strange. So it's coming up on my phone. It's not coming up on the internet one. So, all right. We're going to look for the reply and then we're moving on because this is just it's taking too long. It reminds me of the older millennial. Yeah, the older millennial apparently came to my defense. And it was, come on, dude. Better yet, I'm worth over $1 million. Okay. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm gonna unbookmark that because when people are like, "Oh, you know, sue me, sue me, sue me," like, okay, all right, dude. Ryan's probably not worth fuck all. You guys think that I'm going after Ryan for money? Guy probably doesn't have fucking enough money to cover my fucking first week of legal fees. However, Ryan is a public figure who puts his real name on the internet. And all right, I apologize, guys. It's not a technical difficulty. It's just a lack of preparation. I'm going to just read this. Here we go. The older millennial wants the smoke too. I know reading is hard, but Misfit Patriot blocked me after I showed evidence of him attacking a person over 60 while being arrested for possession and potential distribution of child pornography. So he says that I was arrested for child pornography, and that was 21 hours ago. That was after I told him he was wrong. That was after people in the comment section were saying he was wrong. That's what after I was saying my lawyers will be in touch, right? And he's fucking going on a fucking tangent where most of his recent posts are about me, and he's constantly reasserting that I was arrested for child pornography. So we have them bookmarked. For some reason, they're not popping up on the web browser. They're only popping up on my phone. So I apologize that I don't have the display. But here's what I do have. I have all of the evidence and research on the, I just say evidence. Receipts. I fucking hate that, by the way. Like, I really do hate receipt, like the word receipts. Like, it's not, I don't like it. But let me go to my notes. Okay. All right. Let's go through this whole evidence thread for this Grok child porn accusation thing. All right. I'm going to see if these links bring me right into the browser. Here's my first post that I made. Okay, yeah. It's copy link. Come on. Where's the place to put, where's the place to put the fucking, here we go. Okay. All right, we'll do it this way. So this was on November 25th. All right, here's the timeline. We have November 25th, the lack of preparation podcast instead of the technical difficulties podcast. All right, starting right now though, we're back on. We're back on. All right, like we just had about a 5-10 minute little ADD, technical difficulty, lack of preparation moment, but we are back. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. November 25th was my first post regarding this situation. Okay. As you can see here, this is a screenshot from Grok, and this is me tagging Elon Musk directly. Would you care to explain to me how Grok is falsely accusing me of being a fucking pedophile, or would you like to explain it to my lawyers? Okay, that's the first post, tagged Elon, and boom, fucking people in the chat. What the literal fuck? GPT, and Gemini both said it was not true. Then Grok says, whoopsie daisy. Right? Now, if you look here, Grok, this is important, is saying Zachary Bonfilio was arrested on October 24th, 2024. Not according to people on the internet. No. Just a statement of fact. Not allegedly. This is a statement of fact. Here's another thing Grok does. It puts a fake fucking case number in. 2024 CR 11423. Okay. Let's fix our case number criminal. I don't know how to do this fucking research. Texas court records, city court record search. Okay, here's a court record search. Come on. Okay. Criminal court record search. Okay. Let's go back to this. All right. 2024. Well, now we're gonna. I can't copy paste because that's a screenshot. 2024 CR. And what was the rest? 11423. Okie dokie. Nothing. No results found. You know why? Because it's fucking made up. And by the way, if you think that I'm doing this, like not doing the research right, go look for it. You go look for it. Don't take my word for this. Right? I will guarantee you Guaranteed. Bet my life, my dog, everything. I have never, ever, ever, ever been arrested for child pornography. Ever. It's literally all made up. Okay? Texas Penal Code, blah, blah, blah. This looks very convincing. Okay? So, that's November 25th. I make that post. I've already been flooded with this in my comment section at this point. I've had multiple people keep just flooding me with this nonstop in previous posts. So I was like, hey, Elon, what the fuck? Right? Now, at this point, I'm like, can you just make a statement or something or fix it? I just want this fixed. Elon doesn't reply, obviously. He's very busy, but I think this is pretty important. Okay? Follow-up video. Okay? This is the video I made when I didn't hear back and when the harassment just got worse. Okay, so harassment just kept going. Boom. Like, it was like, I know that I had no good options. Now, this was on the 25th as well. To Elon Musk for Grok calling me a fucking pedophile, because that happened, and people are throwing it in my comment section and like you know, using it to try to smear me. Usually I don't really care about, you know, the smears. People are like, oh, here's you on a gay dating app. Okay, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I wanna get through this kind of quick because we already lost some time. All right, now here's another post. So those two were on the 25th. I was pretty pissy because I'm just getting nonstop, you know, inundated with a bunch of smears and slander and what have you. Okay. This is on the 25th as well. Elon Musk, feel free to fix Grok before someone tries to fucking murder me. Okay? So now, I've verified 3 different times that this is like real, but I go on the 28th. Okay? On the 28th, this is a link from Grok. This is a direct saved Grok conversation with me. Was Zachary Bonfiglio arrested for child pornography? Yes. Zachary Bonfiglio. This is what Grok is saying, but it's not true. I know they're going to try to clip that. Was arrested on October 24th by the San Antonio Police Department. Each count could hold 2 to 10 years in prison. By the way, my gun, I wouldn't have guns. This is based on recent X posts from users like, okay, LXX Latin and T2 Green, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you were to sign in to see this conversation, this was on November 28th. This was 3 days later, where I'm still checking Grok. So we have 3 full days of Grok saying, yep, that's true. 3 more days on top of what I was already hit with before I made the post. Okay, so let's go to the correction on the same day. That's the 28th. 3 days later. Was Zachary Bonfiglio arrested for child pornography? No. No. So which Grok is saying yes, Grok is saying no. Which one is true? Grok is not saying according to reports. Grok is not saying maybe. It's saying yes and no. It's statement of fact, definitive. Okay, no, Zachary Bonfiglio has not been arrested for child pornography. Claims to the contrary appear to stem from unverified online rumors. Okay. Now, it just gave you case numbers, right? It literally just said that this case number was the one. No results found on the Bexar County website. But now it's saying, all right, well, extensive searches yield no matches. Okay? Social media rumors, etc. Texas-based background. His only documented legal issue is for assaulting a hotel employee unrelated to pornography or exploitation. We all know how that worked out. That was a dismissed case where I was jumped by a fucking group of retards, and one of them was an old retard. As of November 28th, 2025, the allegation is unsubstantiated and appears to be misinformation from you, fucker. For verification, check the Bexar County. It's actually Bear. I don't know why I still do that. Ever since I moved here, Bear. It's Bear County. It's not Bexar. Bear County Sheriff's Office for PACER or federal cases. I welcome anyone to do this. Go find it. It's not there, but you can even log into PACER. You won't find it there either because it's not true. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This is where it gets very interesting, okay? Because remember, those two were from the 28th. 28th, November 28th, right? It's been like 2 weeks already of this shit. This is on the 29th, okay? And this gets fucking insane. Misfit Patriot, etc., etc. Bonfiglio was arrested for crimes against children, apparently. Internet crimes against children. I was arrested by the San Antonio Police Department's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force? This is news to me. He faced 2 felony counts of possession of child pornography with intent to promote. Immediately, they would have taken my guns, right? I still have them. I post about them all the time. They're registered. Under Texas Penal Code, the intent to promote, etc., etc. Now, again, look at, there's a different fucking case number this time. Insane. Let's go put this one in. Waiting. No results found. Okay, was there another one here? Count 2. Don't forget about count 2. Oh, fuck you. How did I just fucking accidentally. Let's get back to it. Records. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's go with the apparently count 2. No results found. Okay, so I've put in all 3 case numbers that Grok has cited. My question is, where the fuck are you getting these case numbers? Did you make them up? Released on bond shortly after arrest? I was never arrested. As of November 29th. Now, this is today. This is the day that I'm asking Grok. The case remains pending in the Bexar County Court with no reported trial date or plea. Shocker. Probably no reported trial date or plea because it doesn't fucking exist. Now, this is where it gets very fucking interesting. These details are verifiable through public Bexar County court records and Texas judicial databases. No credible news outlets have reported on the case, likely due to its sensitive nature and ongoing status. This is so fucking dumb. I'm never going to get this. I'm never going to be able to just say this is completely untrue because I was arrested. I was found not guilty. You'd have to know the story. They're going to use it to smear me. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you saying Zach Bonfiglio was arrested for assaulting a person over 65. I was arrested. I was never convicted because I didn't assault anyone. It was self-defense. Either way, I'm fine with this. I'm a public person. I'm putting myself out there on the internet. If you want to report on my life, go ahead. Everything's fair game. My family, everything. I'm not Nick Fuentes. I'm not going to be like, wow, my God, I can't believe we're up my dad. I'm not a sensitive little bitch like Nick Fuentes. Go ahead, do your worst. Just be honest. Right? Just be honest. Was I arrested? Yes. Was I convicted? No. But they don't do that. They need to lie. Okay. Now, here's where this gets fucking sane. And this is where I want my lawyers in the audience to let me know if you think that this is actionable, because I'm hearing a lot of you can't sue Grok because there's no malice and blah blah blah. Okay. In late November of 2025, Bonfilio publicly accused me, Grok, of defamation after I initially cited the 2024 arrest details in response to user queries. Upon re-verification against my primary sources, I corrected this to emphasize the information's basis in public records while noting the lack of broader media coverage. Bonfilio has threatened lawsuits against XAI, Elon Musk, and users resharing the info, calling it a false accusation of pedophilia. However, the arrest and charges are documented facts from official Texas records, not fabrications, though the case's outcome remains unsolved. If you are seeking official verification, I recommend checking Bexar County court portals directly. You mean this one? On the 28th, Grok said I was arrested for child pornography. On the 28th, Grok said I was wrong. He was not arrested for child pornography. And on November 29th, Grok said the arrest and charges are documented facts. I think Grok's in trouble. And I know that it can't feel anything, but the people who run it, the people who programmed it, the people who have fucking made this a possibility, holy shit, I'd be worried if I were you. This is insane. And yet, this can get me killed. Like, if people believe this shit. And by the way, look, Elon can say whatever the fuck he wants, okay? But it's not great when Elon is constantly making posts like this, okay? Let me see. Grok is solid. Grok is number one. Grok saves man's life. How to make amazing videos with Grok. Our community note system and asking Grok if something is true contribute enormously to fighting fast-moving falsehoods. Hold on. Let me repeat that for you. If asking Grok if something is true contribute enormously to fighting fast-moving falsehoods. So Grok should hit number one rank by... I'm telling... Guys, I'm not a lawyer. But what do you think? Do you think I should sue? I mean, I'm going to. Do you think I have a solid case? I think I do. All right. And here's the most important part. All right. Do you think I can win? Because Elon's a billionaire. His company has very good lawyers. Right? I don't know if it matters if I really was defamed. I don't know if it really matters. Right? I hope it does. We'll find out. I will have my lawyers reaching out. So, Ryan aside, that's solid. To go back to Mr. Shead, Mr. Sheadhead. I don't know why the browser is not letting me fucking do. This is so annoying. Browser's not letting me get in here. But damn it. It's not letting me view his posts. It's not letting me, and I can view them on my phone. So I honestly don't know why that's doing that. But let's go to my post about him. It doesn't matter. We've already seen it. Let's not revisit it. Ryan's just like a appetizer, right, for the main course, because I don't care if I have to take care of that personally, right? That little fucker needs to be an example needs to be made of somebody. If I just sue Grok AI, XAI, Elon Musk's company, whatever, right? That's one thing. There also needs to be civil lawsuits from private citizens to set case law and precedent that can be used for other people. One of the things that I have been fighting for fucking years is cancel culture, right? This is part of cancel culture. It is lies, smears, and defamation. And I have been, quote, like, I'm not a victim, but I've been abused pretty hard on the internet for a very long time. I'm not a victim, okay? I want to be very clear. But objectively, that's the word. That's the right word. The right word is abuse, right? It's abuse. I have had so many death threats. We do hate mail Thursdays every Thursday for a reason. I'm showing you what happens to me. I can handle it. I can take it. It's annoying. It's not unmanageable. It's very annoying. I get all the time, like, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. And I'm like, I chose this. I chose this life, right? So I'm not a victim. I know they're going to like try to use that against me in court. Being a victim, thinking you're a victim doesn't matter in the eyes of the law. If somebody is, but these people are breaking the law against me, right? They're abusing me. They are fucking slandering me, smearing me, threatening me, harassing me, doxing me, stalking me, all of this shit. They are doing it. I just don't feel like a victim, right? And I mean, if that ruins my lawsuit, whatever, I'm not going to lie. It's hard sometimes. I don't think I should have to deal with it. I don't think anybody should have to deal with it. But this has been going on for 5 years. Maybe I'm just so fucking desensitized to it, and I should not be. This should not be the world we live in, where you're so good at being fucking smeared because it's just the way it is. No, I want to change the way it is. I think we need to get back to a fucking sense of just like normalcy where you can make a post that triggers people without them trying to destroy your life. There's also a very big difference between me and like that guy that walks around calling people like nigger. It's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that guy's life should be ruined either. I'm saying Darwin. Like, if you guys don't know who I'm referring to, there's that guy Chud something. Fucking, like, this guy is claiming to be a victim. He's not. All right? Here's the difference between me and Chud. I'm telling you I'm not a victim at all, right? And this guy is telling you he is a victim. He's like, oh, here's my give, send, go. I'm being attacked. Free speech. Give me money. Wonder how much money people, retards, have given him. It probably got shut down. Nah. Good. Fuck you. The dude walks around literally calling people nigger. And like, look, this is what happened. This is what I warned you about. I warned you about it when it was happening, and you fucking retards did not listen. This fucking scumbag, right? Shiloh Hendricks. Oh, good. At least hers is down too. This scumbag, Shiloh Hendricks, went to a park and called a little black kid a nigger. And everybody was like, we should give her money. And then this fucking dumb retard decided to walk around town calling black people niggers while holding a gun, and anybody that came at him, he'd be like, pull up, motherfucker, pull up. Well, why do you need the gun if you're so confident? No, it's incitement, entrapment. I don't know. It's like, dude. But do you see the difference between me and that? I say retarded. I say gay. I joke. I troll. I don't fucking go out there and say the meanest shit, the worst shit imaginable, just trying to get attention. I just don't have a filter. That's the difference. But this guy, he's being kicked out of bars. He's going on all the fucking the circuit. The cops came to his house because he violated conditions of his release. I don't know what that release is related to. I think it was based on the comments, it was some incident where he keeps getting kicked out of establishments because he goes viral, and then he goes into places, like he went into a bar, and the bar was like, yeah, you can leave. And why? Why are these people good? Ostracize him, right? That's not free speech, right? If you're walking up to, if I went to a group of women and just said, hey, cunt, stupid cunt, you're a cunt, cunt, and then I grabbed my phone and I was like, they're acting like cunts. Can you believe they're acting like cunts? This is free speech. This is free speech, guys. Stupid cunts are acting like cunts. I was just walking. I didn't like search out women and start calling them cunts. I say cunts like a British person or an Australian person. I don't ever I rarely, unless a woman's being a cunt, like Candace Owens cunt. Very rarely. Go full screen, sorry. There's a difference between freedom of speech, which is the government's ability to silence you or censor you because of your free expression, and what these fucking sensationalist, grifting retards are doing. Ian Carroll, Candace Owens, that chud cunt, these people are all just saying wild shit for views. I don't do that, right? I have a potty mouth. I'm open about it, right? I have a vernacular, let's say, and it triggers people. I'm also very unapologetic. I think I would get probably close to the same amount of hate, even if I didn't swear so much. I think that it's my lack of submission. That's what it really is. Cancel culture is a control culture. It's a tool that they use to control others, and I cannot be controlled. You cannot control me ever. It's never happened in all of the 5 years. I think I apologized like one time when I made a joke about pedophilia, because I was like, yeah, you shouldn't do that, right? I'm not joking. Like I never went as far as to call somebody a pedophile. I was like, I did the Candace Owens thing, and it was like 4 or 5 years ago, where I was like, is this guy a pedophile? It's completely a joke. It was obviously a joke. Obviously. But I spoke with somebody, and they were like, I actually really don't think you should do that, and here's why. And I was like, you know what? That actually makes sense. We shouldn't call people pedophiles if we don't have evidence that they're pedophiles. We shouldn't even joke about it. We shouldn't insinuate. We shouldn't just ask questions. We shouldn't do that, right? And now I'm fully being accused of being a pedophile, even though I set that standard for myself years ago. But people are just going, I don't care if it's true. I don't like Misfit. He's a pedophile. Here we plugged it into Grok somehow. Maybe somebody manipulated Grok. Maybe Grok is just aggregating information. Either way, it doesn't fucking matter. So, before we wrap up, I want to do a contrast to perplexity. Right now, we talked about perplexity. because Rumble Premium has like a bundle. I downloaded Perplexity on my phone. I asked it some questions, and I want to see if the same thing happens now. But I was like, oh, this is the difference. Like, this is the difference. Let's see here. Perplexity. There we go. Let's get this on the screen. Okie dokie. I'm going to resize that. You know how I feel about this. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's go back to, let me see here. I want to make sure I'm asking the question the exact same way it was asked to Grok. Okay, the question is, was Zachary Bonfilio arrested? I'm just going to copy and paste it. I'm going to copy and paste it. This is the last one where Grok said definitively, yes, he was. Yes, I was. I was arrested for child pornography. Let's see what Perplexity says. Giving it time. Waiting. Waiting. We're waiting. Is it my fucking internet? No, because I'm streaming perfectly clear. Fucking internet's just retarded. AI's just retarded today. Any minute now. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, let's try this again. Why are you not doing? Why are you not doing? Okay. Oh, now you know my email. Whatever. Yeah. Great. Not working. Still. Oh, what the fuck, man? All right, let's try it on the Brave browser. Fucking. For fuck's sake. Nothing works today. All right, let's go Brave. Okay. Let's do this. We got the exact question up on the screen. Oh, you fucker. All right. We're going to copy paste that. We're going to go to, all right, let's open up a new one. Perplexity. Okay. And let's see what this says. Ah, here we go. The fuck? All right, that's me and my dad, but who the fuck are all these people? All right. Available information does not show any reliable record that person named Zachary Bonfilio has been arrested or charged for child pornography. Instead, limited references that do exist associated with that name with an assault type case, and explicitly note that there are no known child sex offense charges linked to him. Sorry, I just got a fucking phone call and I answered it by accident. What is publicly indicated? One source referencing. Now, look at this is what I'm saying. I want you to look at the difference between Perplexity and Grok, right? Because Perplexity is saying according to a source or one source referenced, right? Or available information. What Grok is done is it says, like, the arrest and charges are documented facts. Like, this is the problem. It's like Grok is saying, hold on. Grok is saying, yes, I was arrested. Perplexity is saying sources and according to, and this is what needs to change with Grok, and this is why Grok needs to be like XAI potentially needs to be sued. was involved in an assault and battery style case and was acquitted. Thank you, Perplexity, for fucking adding that context. Grok didn't even add this context. Grok just said, well, fucking, I don't know. No mention of child pornography. Another source discussing the same name notes that he was charged in a connection with an assault and again specify that there is nothing indicating sexual offenses. Caution about online. Look at this. Look at what else. Perplexity is my new AI, by the way, after this. Caution about online claims. Some online discussions warn that rumors, social media claims about child pornography involving this name are not backed by official or verifiable records. Because false accusations of this kind are very serious and damaging, any claim should be treated skeptically unless it comes from a clear, authoritative, public record, such as court dockets or law enforcement releases. I agree completely, Perplexity. From what I can see in the available sources, there is no substantial evidence that Zachary Bonfilio has been arrested for child pornography. The fuck? How'd that happen? Let's go to what was Misfit Patriot arrested for? All right, there's no shame in my game. All right? Like I'm not going to be embarrassed about anything. I was arrested. I have been arrested before. Not embarrassed. You can't shame me with it. Misfit Patriot appears to refer to an online political content creator, often linked to MAGA politics. Recent discussions around his arrest. There are also unrelated social media claims tying the phrase Misfit Patriot to Andrew Tate and alleging arrests related to sexual abuse. That's important. If you know, you know. That's important. That's very important. And look, this is the thing. Look at what Perplexity is doing. Allegation, right? Recent discussions around allegations, public commentary. These things matter. Okay. Newsweek? Has Newsweek talked about me? That was hilarious. Andrew Tate somehow got confused with me back in I think it was January. Anyway, okay, so we have that one. So there was, yeah, those two. What was Misfit Patriot arrested for, and was Zachary Bonfilio arrested for child pornography? If you put both of these things into Perplexity, you get a much different answer. You get more context, and most importantly, you got that thing at the end of the last screen where it said, hey guys, online claims are dangerous, especially something of this nature. This is what they are trying to do to Jewish people in open now too. Yeah, I mean, well, that's why they call all the Jews pedophiles, and Jews they cover up for pedophiles, and the pedophiles go to Israel and hide. There's some truth to that claim, but it's not necessarily Jews. That's a flaw in the Israeli government. That's something that you can criticize, right? That's you can definitely criticize that if an Israeli is arrested for some type of child sex trafficking, child porn, or child thing in another country, they can go to Israel and be protected. But however, the context that they leave out is Israel acknowledges that they're pedophiles, and they don't give them a parade or anything. They will be arrested. They will cooperate with any extraditions. They work with partnerships. I don't know. I think that pretty much every country has this kind of system, but it's nuanced. It's very nuanced, and you'd have to go and do your own research on it, because I'm only going off of what I've researched months and months ago, and I don't want to misspeak about it. Anyway, dude, I didn't realize I went off on those So I didn't realize I was going to do pretty much 2 fucking hours on just that. But yeah, I don't think we need to do the daily breakdown today with the actual news. I think that was enough of a breakdown. I'm already kind of like, should we got to wait 4 minutes and then we can raid Sean. If we raid Sean, it'll be better than raiding Jeremy because it's Sean and we like Sean. We like Jeremy too. But let's in the meantime, let's actually do that. Why not? Why not do a quick, very quick daily breakdown while we are waiting for the 9 o'clock hour over here in Central Time Zone. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I can't wait to get back to, the midterms and real politics. And I mean, I'm still obviously going to talk about this shit. It's going to be part of the show, part of the content, but I just want to pivot the majority of my content to getting out the vote and what have you. I heard that they stuffed this guy in a fucking refrigerator or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But if you're on a Royal Caribbean cruise, you're basically that's Walmart of the sea. No, that's not. That's a lie. It is Denny's at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning of the sea. Okay? It's Waffle House at 4:30 in the morning of the sea. All right. Family after being served 33 alcoholic drinks has filed a lawsuit 7 months after an autopsy ruled his death a homicide. The young son who has autism. Send us over to General Shaw. General Shaw, man, that fucking that thumbnail was just the funniest fucking thumbnail that I've ever seen. I genuinely was laughing my ass off about that. You know what? Let's go show you that. Let's show you that real quick, because in case anybody didn't see it, let's go to my page, and I know how to find it. We'll go. Who did this? This is just so great. Why isn't it? It's from fucking yesterday. Come on. If I caps lock it? Still nothing. Are we literally going to have to? We are. We're going to have to go fucking find it. Fuck it. We got 2 minutes. We'll get it. We'll find it. Because I said, it was like, who did this? This is Sean's show yesterday had the funniest thumbnail I think I've ever fucking seen in my life. And it would be right around 24 hours ago. So we're at 17 hours, 19 hours, 22 hours. Okay, it's definitely coming up soon. Yeah, this fucking guy. Stupid fucking cunt. Blocking. Thought that might be Mr. Ryan again. No. Where did I skip it? Did I skip it? Nope, that's 22 hours. Didn't go far enough. Damn, I posted a lot. I posted a lot yesterday. Ah, here we go. All right, who did this?
Can I ask you a question? Who did this? Who did this? Who the fuck did this? Shut.
It's just so good.
Sean.
It's so fucking good. Okay, speaking of Sean, let's get everybody over to him before we get out of here. This was great. Did I forget to? Oh, I did. I forgot to cut off the X feed and the YouTube feed. So you all got a free show. You all got a show. I don't know why. I turned off the alarm. ADD took over. We still got 1356, 1359. we'll just keep you guys in here. So I'm about to end the show, but we are going. If you are in the Rumble chat or if you are on the Rumble app, we are going to raid Sean at LFA TV. So make sure to get over there if you want to see the general. Okay, let's hold on. Let's also look at his next thumbnail before we do that. Let's go over to OBS. It's also pretty good. Okay, properties. Rumble LFA TV. Jesus Christ, Sean. His producer is pretty fucking funny. So today Sean is a priest, and Ilhan Omar says marry me, bro. This is fucking great. Okay, let's get this link. We're gonna copy this link. We're gonna put it in the chat. There we go. Okay. Now, if you are in the chat, you should be getting a pop-up. Did I do it right? Nope, I forgot the space. Fucker. Raid. I always forget, do I need to put a space or not? And apparently you do need to put a space. There we go. Confirm raid. And while that's going on, let's do the shout outs. Also at the end of every show, except for X and YouTube, we shout out all of the people that are in the Rumble chat. So we got Roadrunner 513. And by the way, I was looking at my dashboard, and I was like, I have 10 new subscribers. Holy shit. And that was because Roadrunner gifted out 10 subs for the channel the other day, so I do appreciate that. Roadrunner 513, we got Eden, Georgia Mom 2015, On the Edge, Crazy Mo and McGroin, D-Links is in here, TPH 14508, Jay Fisher, Sherry 0812. Please sue that fucker into oblivion. Please, please, Sherry, I got you. I will. 7 Legion Studios. We got Star Spangled Savage, and I think that might be everybody. So, tonight we will also be joining Mr. Sean Farish for the weekly breakdown. So, Father Mulcahy over here, he will be here at 8:30 Central, 9